Just waiting a little bit. Let's see if anybody will arrive. Greetings, UGC. Greetings, greetings. Greetings, greetings. How y'all handling the lockdown? I hope you are maintaining your sanity. Where are my lieutenants at? Where are my ugly girls? Are any of my UGC girls in the house? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you all for supporting. For my true supporters. Got a lot of spectators, so I'm talking about my true supporters. Those of you who really understand what it is I'm trying to impart, the wisdom that I'm trying to bathe you in. I appreciate you for understanding. This is the first real sunny day we've had out here in a minute. First real sunny day we've had out here in a minute, so I'm enjoying it. Appreciate you, appreciate you. So listen, for those of you who have subscribed to it, I announced that I had started another blog. And this one's sole purpose was for the emotional needs and attention to my dark skinned comrades. The site is called IamADarkGirl.com. And it is not a site that's going to be, pointing fingers at people and spewing hatred of anything, of anybody else. That's not the vibe of the site. For those of you who have subscribed to it, you already know. I'm sharing other parts of myself, lessons that I've learned. I'm getting a little bit more personal there, actually. And I just wanted a space where I can love on y'all a little bit, give you a little bit more attention than I do here. This space is for everybody. Anybody who qualifies as an ugly girl can be a part of this thing. But that platform is just is specifically for you, and anybody can come there too. Everyone's welcome there as well. I can't stop people from reading. It's a public domain. If I wanted to make it exclusively for dark skinned girls, what I would have done was go through my email list and pinpoint and pick out all of the dark skinned girls within my email list and send you a private invitation and tell you, shh, don't tell anybody. If I really wanted to go there, but it's like, well, what's the point? There's really nothing to hide, and there's nothing within it that I'm ashamed of saying here too, but it's just a space where I specifically can put some energy into y'all, because y'all need a little extra TLC, a little extra TLC, and that's the platform for that. So of course, as with anything, drama, I've been accused of creating being divisive and all of that, right? And I'm like, y'all, if y'all have been following me for a long time, you already know I've always preached inclusive. I'm one of the few that have. I'm one of the few that say, we're all in this thing together. We're pretty much, despite what we look like, we kind of all got the same concerns, the same self doubt, the same, we kind of in this thing together. I've always preached that. And on one end, my dark skinned sisters criticize me for not being honest about our plight, or let's say not, being delusional about what it is we go through, the dark skinned girls experience. They accuse me of being delusional because I didn't want to create a space where we're just foaming at the mouth protesting about having equal rights. And on the other hand, on the other spectrum, light-skinned women would, kind of pat me on my head like a pet. You know how you pat a pet on the head? Oh, you do. Oh, look at you. Oh, wow. Look what you're doing. That kind of thing. And it wasn't that they were offering any this substantial support. They were like, so that's how you feel? Like we don't really have the upper hand? Well, let me tell you, suckers, yes, we do. We do have light skin privilege. I know what you're trying to do, and it's cute and all, and I support the coming together. But, in reality, my reality is that I am better than you. So on both ends, I wasn't getting what I needed from either spectrum, actually. One end wanted me to throw bricks through windows. The other end patted me on the head like a dog. And that's just what it is. That's just how it is. But aside from that, I felt the need to pour a little bit more love, a little bit more focus, and a little bit more how-to into dark-skinned sisters at this time. So I created the platform. And like I said, you can go there and you can see the tone. You can see the vibration of it. I'm not doing hate over there. I'm pinpointing things. It's more of a how to get yourself out of your emotional rut, your depression, your anxiety, you're feeling like you're subpar and substandard, like some real how-tos on that. That's what I want to focus on there. And it's just a subcategory, or just another part of the Ugly Girls franchise, if you want to call it that, really. It's all inclusive of that. What I find here in trying to be for everybody, what happens is when you try to be for everybody, your message kind of gets watered down. It loses its bite, and it loses its purpose. That's what happens a lot of times. So being aware of that and understanding that, okay, let me analyze where I'm at with this thing and what direction that I want to go in with this thing. I'm adding and I'm taking away according to the feedback I'm getting, according to the dialogue that I'm seeing, according to what you're getting. I'll know what to do and what not to do and where to focus the energies. Nobody owns me. Okay? Nobody owns me. I do what I want to do. Period. A lot of y'all come here for content. A lot of y'all come here for information and things that you could carry on to your own platforms. This person versus that, you start shit. Or you try to start shit with me and other YouTubers and stuff like that. Like I said, I don't know what other females are doing. I don't have my ear to the streets like that. I don't know what's going on unless you come in my inbox and tell me such and such said this or this and that's going on. I could care less. I don't go to no female YouTubers for content for this channel. Not One. Not one. So unlike them, who now y'all have coming to me on the regular saying this one's copying you, that one's copying you, and all that kind of stuff. I don't need their input. I don't need their insight. I don't need their intellect. I don't need their point of view to talk to you. I'm not afraid of copycats, because guess what? I don't run out of. I'm not going to run out of me. I'm not going to run out of me. I do me all day long. I'm never going to run out of me. So there's that part. There's that part. I've come to a lot of conclusions based on my own life experience. Based on my own life experience. So I'm not interested in another point of view. And I don't see that as a character flaw of any or shortcoming of any sort. But when dealing with this, with women and black women and issues with colorism and, dissension and these fake friendships and toxic mothers and all that kind of stuff that we have to deal with, y'all, it is what it is. You may not like the delivery here. You may find that I'm crass, unpolished, maybe even lacking articulation. I'll give you that too. But what I say is never wrong. It's never wrong. And a lot of you come back to me and say, you know what, Selkish, you were right. You were right about, remember when you said XYZ? Selkish, you were right. Uh-huh. I know. Some of us got to get bit on the ass a few times for us to know. I'm trying to save you. I'm just trying to save you a little time. That's all I'm trying to do. And you fight me on that because it's about superficialities. It's about superficialness. And how could it be when everybody has already come to conclusions about your worth based on how you look? How could you live your life ruled by superficialities when everybody gets you wrong because of how you look? Everybody. How come you're not looking deeper into things when people misjudge you every fucking day? I don't get it. But I do get it. It's a spell. It's a spell of sorts. And one that we're going to have to break. One that we're going to have to break, y'all. It is what it is. It is what it is. Let me see what y'all talking about here. Nothing in life would be 100% for us unless it's your platform. Learn what you can from Selkies and keep it pushing. I mean, this is what people do. They don't need instructions on that. You hop around. You get from here and there. Really the only thing I would say would not be beneficial to you in the hop around is because I'm a propagator of committed relationships, not having casual sex. Have your ideals on becoming a mother, with somebody who cares about you. Very, very, very basic traditional stuff. But a lot of y'all, while you want a relationship, you also are learning how to hoe. You say you want a relationship, but you're on these channels learning how to scam men for money, how to get sugar daddies and, dudes to pay your car notes and whatever else, mortgages and things like that for cash. You're exchanging your vaginas for cash. And at the same time, you complain about men having no morality. So I'm like, how are you frequenting these other platforms that are dedicated to scamming men, and then you hop over to another channel where we talk about promoting families and wholesome relationships Ones where you can at least come out of it disease free and mentally sane and expect to get anywhere. You got to pick a side. A lot of you are Sunday afternoon whores. You whore on Sunday, you whore on Christmas Eve, you whore for Lent. I don't know, you whore for President's Day. You whore during the summer. You're sometime whores, and you're conflicted about where you stand. That's going to leave you hollow. You have to pick a side and stand by it. You have to pick a side and stand by it. You got to make the side that you pick work. A lot of y'all are confused. Well, should I be a hoe or should I get married? This one say I should and that one say I shouldn't. Well, what do you think? What do you think? Do you like laying on your back for a couple of dollars? Some of you got to ask yourself. Are you the type of woman that can lay on your back for a man who has not 1 ounce of care for you, but he gives you a few dollars in exchange for your vagina? Are you okay with that? Like, can you look yourself in the mirror? Can you go to work and function and go to church and all that kind of stuff, knowing that that's your life? Some women can. Some women can. Are you one of those? You got to ask yourself that. Are you one of those? So my only thing with a lot of you is you're trying to be a whore and you're not doing the whore thing too well. And you're the ones of you who are kind of conflicted about whoring. You're the ones that usually contract the disease. You're the ones that call me 6 months later, Selkis, I'm in Herpes Anonymous. Selkis, I had to join the Herpes Anonymous group. You're the first ones. You're the first ones that contract the bugs, the viruses. You conflicted women. You have to pick a side. Because real hoes have contingencies. There's a certain way they screw. They don't go raw and go down on every man and all that stuff. They have contingencies in place. They walk with their iodine and monoxicillin and whatever, a sperm killer, spermicides and all that. They walk with the iodine and the swabs in their bags. That's what real hoes do. All you got is baby wipes and baby oil in your bag. Because you're a hoe for Halloween. You're impersonating a hoe. It's gonna get you hemmed up. It's gonna get you hemmed up. That's all I'm saying. Pick a side. Pick a side. I'm always battling with men over this thing called hypergamy. And the immorality of wanting a man's money in exchange for your body, right? Men have decided that is immoral. The exchange, when you're asking for something for sex, that makes the act immoral. But when you do it for free, it's sort of like, well, now you're living naturally. Now we went from GMO. When you want money, it's GMO. You're Monsanto's pussy when you want money for sex, and when you want it for free, you're organic. You're organic. And the problem with that is that you risk your life. Money is involved because if you get pregnant, and decide to keep it or have an abortion, there's a monetary fee attached to that. You have to clean yourself before you open your legs. So you got to, the vaginal wash, the yoni pearls you got to use to slough off last year's sperm. You got to fumigate your ass. That costs money too, because he when you open your legs, he want it fresh. So you got to slough off the walls of your vagina, and all those things cost too. To clean it costs. To dress up and package it so that he'll want to fuck you costs. To make sure pregnancy is prevented costs. Whether that be a condom or a birth control pill, that costs. So there's nothing free about sex. Now we'll tack on. Let's tack on the emotional part of it, because men don't understand that there's an emotional attachment. When a woman has sex with a man, there's an emotional attachment. And this is regardless of whether he's even good or not. Like, men are assuming it's an even exchange, right? Because you're getting pleasure and he's getting pleasure, and that's that sort of thing. But a lot of women are not peaking. There's a lot of women who don't even have orgasms, but she still has an emotional attachment to him. See, men got it twisted. He think you chasing him because he put it down. So he hit your spot. He went in the undercuff. And it wasn't long enough to get in the undercuff. You ain't hit nobody's cervix. You ain't hit nobody's walls. She is wired to now be emotionally attached to you. This is biology. She can't help it. The oxytocin is pumping through her blood right now. You are now chemically married to her. In her mind, whether you gave her an orgasm or not. So you dudes need to take your ego, take all that false pride and the ego and what you think you're doing. You need to take it down a couple of notches. Take it down a couple of notches, because it ain't real. It ain't real. It ain't real. Especially when you don't like her. You ain't putting in the work with a woman you don't like, a woman you don't care about. You're just not. You're just not. So, it's all of that. It's all of that. You correspondence school hoes. You little University of Phoenix hoes. You diplomas in the mail having hoes. Need to figure out what side of this paradigm you're gonna be on. You need to figure it out. You don't let men tell you that there's something immoral about you wanting him to provide for you in order for you to open your knees. He's supposed to do that. It's a risk you're taking. He's supposed to do that. Now, I'm not talking about just leave a couple dollars on the dresser kind of exchange thing, because that is prostitution. I'm not talking about prostitution. I'm talking about you taking yourself off the market and going, yo, dude, I'm not looking for nobody else. It's you and me against the world. It's you and me against the world. I'm going to shoulder the risk of taking my own self off the sexual market, and all the other dudes that were checking for me, I'm now going to give them their pink slips. I'm going to give them their pink slips, and it's going to be you and me. I'm nurturing this relationship. That is what I'm talking about. There's nothing immoral about that. About having qualifiers in order for you to do that. There's nothing immoral about that. See, but you don't understand what's moral and immoral when you suck dick for Easter and Valentine's Day. If you sucking dicks for Easter, Valentine's Day, your child's birthday coming up, you need toys. You need toys for your daughter's birthday or whatever, a new outfit, or whatever you suck dick for. Then you're going to be scrambled. Your logic is also going to be confused, and you're not going to be able to articulate your worth. You want to know why? because you will have the residue of guilt all over your mouth. With the sperm on your gum line, you're gonna have shame and guilt round the corners, all caked up around the corners of your mouth too, with the sperm you've been swallowing. That's why a lot of y'all are in conflict with what it is you want and what it is you feel you deserve. When you live righteously, when you live how you say, like you live what you say, nobody can trip you up. Who gonna get your drawers without coming through with what they gotta come through with? The reason why Duke can get your drawers and knock you off your moral stool is because you can be bought. It's because your morality is conditional. Your holdout is as good as the offer. Your holdout is as strong as his looks. However good looking or not good looking he looks, then that determines what your holdout is. You got to be consistent. You got to be consistent about these things, especially my ugly girls. Ugly girls, do you understand that you are already assumed to be easy, willing, what is it? Sexually liberated? You can't afford to be, when you ain't got no choice, you can't afford to be a prude. You can't afford to be a prude. So when you're unattractive, you're like fat women. Fat women are the same thing. Fat women are assumed to be freaks, willing, able, excellent cum guzzlers. They provide meal and tonsil play. Not too much stipulations there, It's assumed that. Fat women too. So it would behoove you to keep all this heavy sexual play, contain the shit a little bit. Contain all that black girl magic a little bit. You don't lead with that, because he already thinking, you got about 2 Subway sandwiches out of me and maybe a big gulp and a 50-cent bag of hot Cheetos before I dig in your ass. That's about all I'm gonna put out for that ass. You already added you up. I'm gonna give her a 6-inch and some hot Cheetos, and I better start seeing some Fruit of the Loom, some Underoos rolling down to your ankles. I better start smelling some fish. If I gotta swing around to Subways twice. So that's what it is. That's what it is, UGC. Men think you're gullible, and women think you're gullible too. This is where the fake friends come in. And this is why I tell you guys, you got to be on post with this thing. What you want, what you need, you got to be on post, because women as well as men think that you're a fool, that you're a pansy, that you're a footstool, that you could be used. I know she's starving for attention. Let me give her some positive reinforcement, so she'll loan me some money. Maybe she'll loan me some money if I tell her she's cute. Maybe she'll buy the liquor this week if I tell her she's cute. You think women are not included in manipulation? Of course. Of course. Yes, like up the stream, y'all. Where my UGC at? Where my UGC at? Talking to my ugly girls right now. Listen, you want hope, you won't get it here. Sorry. You want hope, I can't give you that. Where my ugly girls at? What do you think of Idris infecting his wife? I think that's presumptuous that he may have infected his wife, like he did that purposely. He got tested, but she was probably already, you know, infected anyway. She was probably already infected. I mean, yeah, you living with your husband, sleeping in the same bed, sharing the same cups, slurping on each other. I don't even know how you can avoid it. Y'all swapping spit, urine, semen, shit, dandruff, and all that all day. How can you avoid it? So I don't believe he gave anything to her. I think maybe they both had it. Let me see what y'all talking about. Y'all like up the stream. Haters as well. Someone has a channel for dark-skinned women. Who cares? Are they bashing light-skinned women? Most likely not. Once again, we created humanity. All races come from us. Listen, there's an assumption that light-skinned women have that all dark-skinned women are jealous of them, that we have hatred, hatred and this vitriol, envy for light-skinned women. And I have met quite a bit of dark-skinned girls who I wouldn't even say it was like vitriol. It was just a tremendous sadness that they couldn't be like y'all. Like a tremendous sadness and a desperation that they could not show up in the skin suit that you enjoy. I don't promote envying any of you. As I've always said, and I'm the only one who says it, I know y'all are full of shit too. The operative word here is too. I know you are full of shit too. Not just you exclusive, but you inclusive of every type of woman. So there's that. I know a lot of you that come here looking for the flaws. You're waiting for me to say something off so you could go, aha, I knew she was this or that or the other. Listen, I'm not new to none of this. I understand the game. Nobody owns me though. And whatever I have to say, I'm going to say it. Friendship is not the goal of me. It never has been. So if you want to know what I think, you ask. Just ask, and I'll tell you. I think a lot of y'all are full of shit, too. I think women in general are expert liars. I think we are better con men than men are. So while we huddle together at the water coolers talking about who what this dude did and what that dude did and all that kind of stuff, we have our own internal situation that's a lot more diabolical than what men do, because men want pussy. We all know all road leads to that. They're not that deep. They're really not that deep. Really not. I keep telling y'all, your first enemy is a woman. Have I not said this before, UGC? The first one who destroys your self-worth is going to be A woman. A woman that you trusted, whether it be your friend or it could be your own mother don't want you. You know how many of y'all on the stream have problems with your mother? 99.999% of y'all on this stream do not have great relationships with your own mothers. Men are easy. Men are easy. It's us and our pathologies and our need to lie for survival purposes. Like that a man has brute strength and a woman has cleverness. A woman's survival tactics are her level of cleverness, her level of manipulation. You know how many women manipulate with tears? Oh, and oh. This is what we do to survive. This is what we do. If Selkis was light skinned and had a light skinned blog, I would still join because Selkis' message is the truth. The ugly truth. I'm here because the message most people won't get in their lifetime. I mean, it is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. The Ugly Girls Club is for ugly girls. It's for ugly girls, not chicks with ugly souls. I mean, y'all could be honorary members, members by default or whatever it is, because everybody just don't want to feel left out. It's not that you really care about the principles here. It's really not that. You just don't want to be left out. Oh, how could you leave me out? It's more of that than really caring about the foundation, what the foundation of this coalition is based on. That's really what it is, y'all. They don't care. They just don't want to be left out. They don't want to be left out. That's really what it is. That's really what it is. So, because I was responding to someone in the chat, I'm not envious of any woman. I do, however, admire dark skin. Okay. I don't believe I was talking to you personally about anything either, but it's good to know. I'm glad we appreciate admirers. We appreciate admirers. Anybody who loves us, we love, right, UGC? Love is action, though. We all know that too. Love is an action. You as an ugly woman gotta be like, show me. You have to be sitting on a foundation of show me. You can't just tell me. I need to see it. I need to feel it. I need to see the consistency to know that it's real. Because people will lie to you. How many times have I told y'all, especially you ugly girls, that people have no problems telling you half-truths or untruths? People that don't respect you don't care if they lie to you or not. They just don't. They just don't. And this goes for men and women. Both. You're tired of the light versus dark narrative? I'm tired of it too, but it's here. It's not going anywhere. And like I said, my site is not a light against dark thing. I'm talking about the propaganda that we've been fed that causes the separation between us. I'm not even blaming no light-skinned woman for anything, because she has no power. At the end of the day, y'all have to understand that these women who are in these so-called positions of authority really don't have any power. It's like slaves bickering with each other. We're like slaves in a bucket, haggling and bickering with each other, like who's better than who, and we're all in prison. That's really what it is. That's really all it is. This one versus that one, that's what it's going to be. Because within we're a lower class, but within that there's hierarchies within our class, our level. There is top tier and bottom tier. That's not going anywhere. That's not going anywhere, y'all. What becomes egregious is when someone comes in your face and talks you out of your drawers. I don't know, your bank account, your resources, or whatever else you have, because you think in your mind that them saying that they're better than you is something real. These things are held together by emotions. It's not real. They're held together by emotions. You know, since this coronavirus came out, there's a lot of people. We all know that essential workers are healthcare workers, right? And back in the day, you know, if you worked as a nurse, you know, nurses, you know, prestige, you got money, or you a nurse, all of a sudden, you know, it's this unspoken thing that you got money as a nurse. Well, since this coronavirus came out, you know, hours have been cut. You know, all that overtime pay that you use to fund your pocketbooks and your 2 or 3 trips a year and this lavish lifestyle, all of that's being cut. You know how many nurses are panicking? Because they can't get the overtime now. They've been living this felonious high status life trying to keep up with doctors who are also up to the neck in liabilities. Doctors don't talk about the money that they don't have to. It's all felonious. It's all felonious. You know how many doctors waiting on insurance companies to pay out for procedures? Sometimes they got to wait a whole year to get their money. A whole year or more for cash to be released. Liability insurance is up the ass. But, you know, it's prestige. It's prestige. It's felonious. You work overtime all year long. And here come Uncle Sam taking half of that. More than half of that. You got to basically give back what you work for. Uncle Sam was like, okay, thanks for working for free. We'll kindly take that since you're in another tax bracket. So it's you know, this status shit. Yo, this Rona is leveling the playing field on this felonious status thing, and I'm here for it all. Let me see how this thing go down. All these so-called million dollar businesses gotta lay people off. The first week people stayed home, people were getting laid off. The first week, I'm like, how you a $1 million enterprise and you gotta lay people off that quick? You have no reserves. You have no reserves. People fake rich. People fake rich, fake status. Fake. That's all it is, fake. I agree with the UGC narrative, but I still didn't want to say I'm ugly. I finally did, y'all, and I felt 5 pounds lighter. Yes! Woo! Christina, you know what I'm talking about. You don't get the magic until you cross over and embrace this thing totally. That's when everything opens up to you. That's when you can sit back and woo-saw. The emotional jail of I'm not good enough, I'm not her, and I wish I was this and that. All that stuff comes tumbling down, and you get to see other people for who they are. No. And you get to see other people for who they are. That's the beauty of it. This is why I say if you doing this thing and you dipping your toe in, you missing all the sugary goodness. You missing all the sugary goodness. You all lubed up, you all wet with nobody to fuck. If you don't get down with ugly, you just wet with nobody to fuck. I'm just saying. Y'all got to get rid of it. Y'all ashamed for the wrong things. Y'all not shamed for the things you need to be ashamed of. You ashamed to say ugly, but you ain't ashamed to fuck men who don't want you. How, Sway? You ashamed to say ugly, but you not ashamed to fuck men who don't want you and say they don't want you. How do we do that? How are we doing that? It happens every day and twice on Sunday. Y'all gurgling spermatozoas of men who just, just spending a little time with you. Where they at during the Rona? How many of them have checked in with you? How many of them have pulled up to your house to make sure you're safe, you have what you need? Like, how many of these dudes that you in love with or that you like or that say they with you is even making their rounds? I'll wait. I'll wait. I bet you bet you looking at your phone like, is it broken? Goddamn. Is my ringer off? Shit, this shit, and my phone ain't rung in like 5 days. Is my ringer off? You looking at your phone like, did I drop it in the toilet and I didn't remember? You check, you taking the battery out, checking to see if all the systems are working. Because the dude ain't calling you. He ain't calling you. And you scared to say ugly? Girl, bye. You scared to say ugly when you already think it? And I'm telling you to empower yourself with it, to rearrange, to change the narrative and the meaning behind it, so that you can get bitches off your back who are leeches, who only want you for a bank loan and to watch your little bastard ass kids. That's what I'm talking about. Embrace ugly so you can stop being used, so that you can stop being played by nothing ass piece of shit men out here too, who want to affirm you with all this positive talk but don't want to come with no fucking money. He could positive talk your ass from here to goddamn doomsday and back again. But when it comes to money, well, let me think about it. Well, let's take our time. Well, let's not rush things. I don't know where we at. I don't know what we are right now. So let's just take our time with that. Anything fucking tangible. Now he got to think about it. Now all of a sudden he's an intellectual. He can intellectualize his money, but not your vagina. He don't give two thoughts about skeeting in your fucking cervix. But if you ask for some cash for some milk for your babies, well, let's table that. Let's revisit this. Let's see, how long the quarantine going. You might not need milk right now. Let's not put the cart before the horse, because this might blow over and you might be able to go back to work and buy your own milk. And then I'll be buying you milk for nothing. So let's table that. Let's not rush that. Don't start asking me for money right now. I know I want your pussy. I know I fucked you and everything, but just don't ask me for money right now. Now we're rushing things. One dude wanted to cash at me. Oh, pretty natural, you here? I thought you said you were deuces on me. I'm surprised you're here. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? There's a couple of y'all. I don't even know what y'all here for. Your videos are so true, but they make me depressed. It makes me want to stop self-care and getting dressed up. Okay, well, that's how you're translating it. That's how you're translating it. If my videos make you depressed, then I don't know. I suggest you stop watching me. I don't want to make anybody depressed. If you're not a better woman for having consumed my content, then I want you to find where you need to go to hear what it is you need to hear. I wouldn't want to be the bearer of emotional or mental distress. So you gotta go with where, they're telling you something that you can use. Obviously, I'm not telling you anything you can use. So you gotta go where you at. You said no, I still love you, pretty natural. No, you don't. That's a lie. That's a lie. A bold-faced lie at that. A bold-faced lie at that. Um, it's supposed to make you walk in confidence. That's what it's supposed to do. That's what it's supposed to do. I never tell any woman just to give up on yourself and not present your best self. Y'all all know that it's about health. In my opinion, it's got to be the health has to be the foundation of attractiveness. If it's not that, then you're doing things that are counterproductive and adverse to this shell, this body that you only have one to take care of. And you just fall victim to one of my favorite words, vanity. You'll fall victim to that. You'll fall victim to that. And that's what it is. It's not your fault. It's just once I always reflected on what you said and realized how true it is, it made me want to stop getting dressed up altogether. Well, I can understand that. I can understand it because I've warned a lot of y'all that, once you take the black pill, right? Once you take the black pill and you start really seeing things for what they are, you'll start asking yourself, well, what is all of this for? You'll start asking yourself, you go from, oh, I finally know the truth, to like, well, damn, what's the point? And the point is you have to live. The point is now you know the rules of the game. You didn't know what game you were playing. You didn't know you were a pawn in the game. Now you know all of that, so you can move the chess pieces around with more confidence. But the game of life is still what it is. And if you're deciding to give up, that's only effective if you're going to live in the rainforest and live under a tree somewhere and walk around naked and don't pluck your chin hairs and stuff like that. You could not do your hair, not wear deodorant, not pluck your chin hairs, not shave your legs, and do all that if you living out in the Amazon some damn where. But you here in the concrete jungle, you have to go to work. You want to have a relationship. You have to deal with people. So you don't want the spirit of I've given up on you, because how are you supposed to live? How are you going to navigate through this system and this society if you have the spirit of nothing matters? And you shouldn't feel like nothing matters. It shouldn't translate as nothing matters. It should be like, aha, now I see why I have to do that. I see why I have to do that. And I now know when to stop doing that, when not to bother with that, when to kick that up a notch. You just start knowing how to maneuver more effectively. That's it. That's it. But you don't want to give up? No. No. Dress up doesn't mean Halloween customers, because I don't dress up the way a lot of women do nowadays. I just like to wear cute clothes and style my hair. No need to slick. No need to slick and rude. There's nothing wrong with looking cute. There's nothing wrong with looking like you care about yourself. I always say all the time, you need to look like you care about yourself. You want to look like you care about yourself, but the pressure to conform is the issue that I always talk about, because it always translates for a lot of us. We feel a pressure to conform and to look like other women, and we can't do that. A lot of us can't do that successfully. You're mimicking styles and presentations that only turn you into a no frills version of the original. Let's say you get laughed at, like, oh, she tried it, but try again. You don't want to be that. You don't want to be that, but you don't want to look like you don't care. You never want to do that. Social standards and pressures without putting yourself down. You could look good holistically by eating right and exercising, having skincare routine, keeping your hair done, natural or straightened. I mean, just basic. Most of the stuff women do to be attractive is we really overdo it. Because I mean, the bottom line is you want to be attractive for men, right? You want to be attractive for men. You want to show men that you're fertile and you're ready to be mounted to by a stallion of some sort. That's what the attractiveness thing is about. And a lot of men will say, "Listen, you're doing too much. Like all these lashes and this extra stuff that you're doing is unnecessary. I wanted to fuck you before all of that." This is what men are saying. So a lot of us are doing extreme stuff that are totally unnecessary. Totally unnecessary. So you cross over from attractiveness into being a clown. And you're taking makeup tips from people who need the spackle. They need the spackle and the caulking and the plaster of Paris to make themselves look like females. And you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. And truth be told, the more stuff you splatter on your face, the less fresh and fertile you look. You just start looking like a clown. It's totally unnecessary. We just do too much. We just do too much. Too much. I'm new to Selkish channel, so I'm still learning to accept everything. I love her insight, but I'm learning to undo the programming. It'll take time, and you'll get there. You'll get there. This is an ongoing thing. This is deep programming got to go on. Deprogramming has to go on. So it's not an overnight thing because a lot of us, we're in environments where everybody we know is saying something different than what you're learning here. Every woman you know is telling you something opposite to what I'm saying. So a lot of you are like, well, suckers must be crazy because nobody else is saying this. How could what she's saying be right when nobody else? You're conferring and asking other people, well, what do you think, so that you know whether to believe me or not. And what I'm saying is, where I'm coming from with all this, y'all. All I can say is nobody can do me. That ain't even an ego trip. That's just facts. Nobody can do me. Nobody can do me. So if you're comparing anything I say to anybody else, of course they're gonna be like, no, she's crazy, she's loony, she don't know what she's talking about. It's gonna be that. But you don't look to somebody else to co-sign me. Ask yourself, how do you feel when you hear the stuff that's being told to you here? What does it make you feel? Do you feel internally, like in your heart, in your gut, that it's right? Like how does it make you feel physically? That's what you ask yourself. Instead of trying to confer with somebody else and cross-reference and do exposés or whatever it is, how is what's being told to you making you feel physically? That's your truth gauge. That is your truth gauge. I used to love makeup, but ended up becoming a prisoner to me. Listen, I know what that is. When I was in my teens, 18, 17, 18, I used to sleep in makeup. I didn't want to ever see, my face without makeup. I couldn't bear it. I used to take a bath or shower in the evening and put on a whole face before I went to bed. Just so that if I passed the mirror before I went to sleep, I could see somebody that I wanted to see in the mirror. That's how extreme I was with it. I did a whole face before I went to sleep. I had to sleep in a full face of makeup. That's how much I didn't want to see myself. So I understand what this thing is. I understand what this thing is. It don't get you nowhere. It don't get you nowhere. You gotta love on all the flaws. You gotta love on yourself. You gotta love on yourself. All this superficial shit, and you still gotta deal with you. You can do all you do, and you still feel inadequate. Still. Did you see that Rihanna has given up? She says she would raise babies by herself now that she's getting older. She said in 10 years she would be ancient at 42. Her lack of self-esteem is showing. I think I read something to the effect that she wants to have a child or children in 10 years. I listen. She said with or without a man. That was kind of sad. That was kind of sad. I'm like, Rihanna, how someone like you can't get somebody to settle down with? Nobody wants to settle down with Rihanna? Nobody? I don't know. I don't know. So, because you live 20 lives? Yeah. Yeah. Bria, you said she hit a wall? Well, listen, she's getting fluffy now. I already told y'all what this thing is now. This proverbial wall is something that every woman hits. Some get it by birth. Some get it through time and age, or having babies or whatever that changes your body. Some women, the first baby they have, their waistline is gone forever. Gone forever. The hip to waist ratio cannot be seen again after the first baby. So you never know what how stuff is gonna play out. I already told y'all, Beyonce can't wear an outfit without a girdle now. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. Is something wrong with her? No, she's a woman. She's a woman. Rihanna is a woman. And you go through phases of your life where you're a sex pot 1 minute, a vixen 1 minute, and then you go into, that mommy stage where she's not a mommy yet, but we see time as, things are, slowing up a little bit. And it's just a natural progression of life. A natural progression of life, y'all. So y'all trying to maintain something and trying your best not to diminish things or slow things down to a screeching halt. All of that stuff is fine, but to obsess over it, don't be obsessed over it. Obsessed over how you look causes stress. Being obsessed with how you look causes stress. A lot of women still think the perfect man exists. I don't know why women think the perfect man exists. Does the perfect woman exist? Where are we getting this from? I haven't seen a perfect woman yet. Where's the perfect woman at? Perfect man? People are people. People come with their flaws and their idiosyncrasies and their hang-ups, complaints, problems, childhood traumas. Some been physically abused, some sexually abused, some emotionally abused. Just pick one. Really pick one. A dude that you meet this week has either been physically abused, sexually abused, or emotionally abused. Pick one. And you too. And you too. So, perfect where? Perfect where? With her money, she could probably buy a compliant dude. I'm sure she could. I don't know what her criteria is, what she's looking for. I said before that, the Punjabi she was with, she should have required him to put a ring on it. I don't know why she would be a girlfriend to somebody like that who in his culture understands what marriage is. He's already acclimated to the idea of marriage. So I don't know why that wouldn't have been the case. She should have took a page out of Janet Jackson's book. Janet Jackson went and got married and got a bag. She went and got married and got a bag for $400 million. And she ain't got to do a moonwalk never again for the rest. Now when she twirl on stage, she twirling for the love. She ain't twirling for a check. She twirling because she love what she do now. I don't know. We all wanted to be Cinderella. Yeah, we all did. We all did. But you're not perfect. I don't know how you could expect the guy to be better than you. I mean, you meet yourself really. In these relationships, you really meet yourself. You really meet yourself. So whatever you are, just expect the him to be a mirror to that. Can a man love a woman who doesn't have close ties with family and friends? I heard men are impressed with women who are adorned by others. What are you saying? You heard that men are impressed with women who are close with their families? Is that what you're saying? I mean, it would be nice, in a better world, women would have a support system, and men would understand this and know that you're not just by yourself. A lot of these men get away with murder because you're by yourself. You're making decisions by yourself. He knows you're isolated and alone. There's nobody you can trust. So he come and he sweeps in to be your everything, to be the person you can rely on and all that stuff. And what comes with that is a lot of manipulation too. Is a whole lot of manipulation too. Men love women that others love. Men love women that love themselves. A man will love you more when you love you. Not when you love him, when you love you. That's how that goes. That's how that goes. I don't know Rihanna's ex-boyfriend, but usually Arab men want their women to abide by certain rules, and I don't think Riri is that chick. Well, Riri, like Janet. I mean, you know what you're walking into with men like that. It's no secret from the first date, the first falafel wrap you eat with him. You getting the ins and outs of the culture, so you're not going into it blind. But before you suck his dick, you know what his culture is. You're gonna know what his culture is before the first dick suck. You will. So all this excuse about they don't know and they couldn't deal and all that kind of stuff. Now, don't believe the hype, y'all. Don't believe the hype. Blanket statements show immaturity. What are you talking about, Cookie? What's the saying? He will never take you to meet their mother. They don't wifey non-virgins. Rihanna might not be a virgin, but she's exceptional. And it's not true about them not wanting virgins, because Janet Jackson was a whole hoe when she got married to her Punjab. Janet Jackson had, she let her coochie hair grow out. I'm sure there's gray strands in there. She had her first baby at what, 49, 50 or something like that? Did she have a baby at 50? So that's a lie. That's a lie. But when you Janet Jackson, you consider things. All things considered, if you are Janet Jackson or Rihanna, these are exceptional women. So rules can be broken for them. So, because you crack me up, you call them Punjabis. I mean, it's all in love. Y'all know. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Yes, I know Punjabis from India, but they look like they from India to me. So they all Punjabs to me. It's all the sand niggas. I would call them sand niggas. That's what I really want to call them, sand niggas. Like Paul Mooney say. Oh, that's all they are. Sand niggas. It's all in love, y'all. It's all in love, though. Did you see how this man posted that he doesn't need help? He doesn't need to help his girlfriend financially after she lost her job during the pandemic, and he said he's not her husband, but he didn't feel that way about sex. I saw someone posted it on their Facebook feed, and I had chimed in on that, and I had a little back and forth with two dudes on there when because y'all know, what do you think I said in response to that? Being a girlfriend is a scam. Ooh, so them dudes were in their feelings. They were in their feelings. But the post, it was basically the dude saying that, the girl wanted him to pay her rent. Either pay her rent, or the other option was her moving in with him. And he was like, well, I don't feel like I'm responsible for you in that way. You my girlfriend, you're not my wife. So I don't have to bail you out like that. I don't feel comfortable doing that. And I'm like, and this is your girlfriend? She's about to be homeless, and you don't feel obligated to make sure your girlfriend is not out on the street because she lost her job? Being a girlfriend is a scam. You're not in a real relationship if you any man's girlfriend. I keep telling y'all that. And y'all getting these lessons hard. Y'all getting fucked in the ass with no grease. Y'all ain't getting foreplay. He's ripping holes. He's ripping holes in your asshole. He's turning your asshole into roast beef. That's what your asshole look like right now. Shredded wheat roast beef. Being a girlfriend is nothing. That's really what the dude admitted to. Like, we just kicking it. I ain't really obligated to do nothing for you. You my girlfriend, and all. I fuck you and we have a good time and all. But it ain't that serious. That's basically what he said. So he would allow this girl to be homeless, or looking around for a place, another place to live, or she got to go back home to her parents before she could come and stay with you. Houseway. Y'all gotta know it's not beneficial for you to play house with these dudes. Y'all have to know. They tell you all the time, when it come to money, when it come to a nigga money, all of a sudden now, shit ain't official. When the dude when you ask the dude for money, now he's like, well, wait a minute, we together, but we not together. That's when he gets specific about just how valuable you are in his life. When money's involved, everything gets specific. When sex is involved, everything is vague. But when money's involved, everything is specific. Well, my dear, we only been together 6 months, and I enjoy you. I enjoy you, but not on the level of taking care of you. I don't enjoy you that much. I don't enjoy you that much. How do you skip the girlfriend phase? You don't. When I say being a girlfriend is a scam, what I mean to say, fucking a dude you're not married to is a scam. Let me be specific about that. Fucking a dude who has not put a ring on your finger, and there's no wedding date in sight, no plan for the future. You're not living together. He ain't paying no bills for you, nothing like that. We're gonna check mark the scam box for that. He can claim you now. It's cute to claim you, but if he ain't doing nothing for you, if he ain't doing nothing tangible, besides putting this claim on you or a disclaimer on you, then we don't take that as serious. You should not be having sex with a man who you are not at least engaged to. And even then, because engagements, that's some of that is just to shut you up. Some of y'all getting them Costco rings just to shut your ass up. So you gotta be careful there. You going to Costco's, you going to K Jewelers, or some one of them piece of shit mall jewelers to get some of them diamond chips. To take you off the market for $200 for a $200 ring. So even with that, it's a no bueno. A no bueno. You're taking yourself off the market and you're not committed. You should never do that. A girlfriend should be a free agent until she is married. Until or at least, listen, we're together, there's a wedding date. I'm getting married June 25th at 5:00 in the Bethesda Baptist Church. We invited 100 guests. The invitations are out and all of that. That's something different. That's something different. But taking yourself off the market because he like you, because he like the head you give, or the sloppy joes you make him. He like your ham sandwiches. No, ma'am. Thank you, Kim. Thank you so much for your donation. Now, before the cookies, money is no problem. Once you give up the cookies, he's talking about revisions. That's what they all talk about. That's what they all talk about. And ladies, listen, if you unattractive, Lord help us. Let me throw some holy water on that. Because if you unattractive, they don't want to give you shit. They don't want to give you nothing. Like you want what? For that face, you want how much now? And some of y'all give in. Well, okay. Well, I did ask for 20, but I'll take $2. I'll take 2. I'm not too proud. I'll take 2. And you wind up negotiating, and you get nothing. You get nothing. You have to act like you're worth something. You have to act like you're worth something. You have to act like you're worth what it is that you want. And not in a conceited way, not in this grandiose and entitled, obnoxious kind of way. Because some of y'all get confused with owning your space and being obnoxious. I'm not even talking about that. You don't have to affirm your authority by being obnoxious. You just have to be absolute. You have to be immovable. No, this is what I want. And he goes, well, why do you want that? Why? You need why do you need a reason? You want to know why, because what is it that you were trying to conclude? When he asks you questions, you got to counter it with a question. Well, why do you want to get married? Well, why wouldn't I? Is there a reason? Do you think there's a reason I shouldn't want to? So you throw it back to him so that he can articulate his insinuations that what you want is not smart or you don't deserve it. You got a lot. When people want to object to you, they have to explain their fucking self. You got to make people explain themselves to you. Don't assume to know. Don't allow for ambiguous talk and interpretations and all that kind of stuff, because all of this shit is a test. All of this stuff is a test. Require him to explain what he's getting ready to object to. Require that. You have to turn the tables on them. And you ain't gotta, like I said, you ain't gotta say because I'm worth it. What does that mean? It doesn't really mean anything. You translate your worth by being immovable and unshakable about your expectations. They're not up for negotiation. There's nothing to defend. There's nothing to defend. That's like your name is Sheila, and somebody's asking, well, why is your name Sheila? And you look at them like, what kind of fucking question is that? Why is my name Sheila? Well, now what's wrong with the name Sheila? The next question would be, if you're asking me why my name is Sheila, then something must be wrong with the name. Is something wrong with the name? So let's throw it back on you. Break down what's going on here. Why are you throwing up resistance? Why are you doing some fruitless scrambling? You're trying to scramble the matrix here. And my vagina is intact. Me and my vagina have a great relationship with each other. She doesn't allow me to do anything that's going to be detrimental to her. Sorry. You're not going to convince me of anything else. You have to be in that position when you're talking to people. You have to be in a position where there is no room for anybody else's thought process. None. He's got to leave you like, wow, this girl, she's different. Wow. She's a challenge. She must have some good. And the next thing he'll be thinking, well, if you're a challenge, then you must be holding some good pussy. Because chicks whose pussy is trash, they give it away for free. Only the ones that hold out are holding something precious. That's the assumption. That is the assumption. He's got to know you're special to you. He's got to know you're special to you. And there's nothing he can think about you that's going to change that. You think I'm cute? Great. You think I'm not so cute? That's great too. So what else do we have to talk about now? Because the more condescending you are, the more my rates go up. The more sarcastic a dude is, you should increase your fees. Anytime he says something out of pocket, and you were going to do it at 50, now it's 100. And he says something else out of pocket, now it's 150. And anytime he get there trying to convince you otherwise, in your head, you're just going, okay. We adding on another stipulation, another requirement, or no more time. We don't add. You might have got it in 3 months. Now it's going to take 6 or whatever it is. That's how you got to do it. That's how you got to do it. Don't let nobody talk about your panties when he's expecting it for nothing, for a fruit roll up. a smoothie. He take you to Smoothie King. He could dig in your ass for a Smoothie King drink and good conversation. You got to be more than that. You got to be more than that. Anytime he says shit out of pocket, you got to add fees. You got to add fees on top of that. Because most of these listen, men are disagreeable by nature. This knight in shining armor thing, I don't know where's he at? This dude that's not going to try to get something for nothing, where the fuck is he at? Where's the dude that's not gonna try to get something from you for a little bit of nothing? Where is he at? Have you seen him? Where does he live? In a gingerbread house? Is he underneath the Brooklyn Bridge? Is he a troll living underneath the bridge? Is he a fucking hobbit? Is he a hairy foot hobbit? Where's he at? The dude that doesn't want something for nothing. Where is he at? Where? Thank you, Kay, for the donation. I want to know. Why do you think you need boundaries in the first place? What are boundaries for? Raising your standards for? Holding out for? What do we do all of that for? Because men by nature don't take advantage, or that men by nature do? Tell me. Why do we do that? Why do we do that? So you have to protect yourself. You have to protect yourself and your interests first. First. You don't believe nothing he says. When you're out on a date, you're talking to him on the phone, you don't believe, it's not a belief, you're hearing him, but you're not deciding to believe anything. You're just hearing him out. You're not coming to no fucking conclusions over dinner or a 4-hour conversation, which you should not be doing in the first place. You're not concluding anything because you don't have no facts. Nothing that he says is a fact. It's just conversation. It's just conversation. So that's what it is. That's what it is, ugly girls. You got to get hip to the game. You got to be comfortable rejecting people just the way they reject you. Actually, a lot of y'all scared to reject people. You are afraid of disappointing people. There's a price to pay for being afraid to disappoint people. And you want to know what that price is? Usury. Footstooling. You're a footstool. You need to draw somebody's ass on your face because you kissing ass all the time. You're an ass kisser. That's what you become. Thank you, TNC, for the donation. I share every live because it's nothing but facts here. I appreciate you. This is your brother from Israelite Nation. Oh, Lord. You know, I don't really have good vibes from you Israelite brothers. Y'all, every one of y'all, there's been something wrong. I'm not saying you, but every one of y'all that have come around me have been on some shite. That's all I'm saying. All of y'all a little bit loopy now. I don't know if it's the tofu. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the tofu scrambles y'all eat. But a lot of y'all are a little loopy. What happened to Mr. Right? I don't know. Maybe somebody got him duct tape to a chair for the Rona. Hey, maybe he held captive. Maybe he with some chick now. He can't be on the live like this because he actually spending time with his, with his real wife. Maybe that's what it is. I'm assuming he can't be on a live like this because he's being watched. I assume. Let me scroll up and see. Men will run you into the group with no remorse if you let them. That's it. Thank you, Joe, for the donation. I appreciate it. So yeah, so that's what it is. Being very agreeable only got me disrespected and neglected, devalued, and taken advantage of. I had no one to blame but myself, but I'm learning. Listen, the operative phrase is I have no one to blame but myself. We have to start blaming ourselves. We have to really take responsibility for what we're co-signing with. We really do. We really do. A lot of the stuff that we suffer from, it's self-induced. We actually say, go ahead and use me. Go ahead and abuse me. Go ahead and give me nothing. I'll wait till you want to. Wait till you want to. That's what a lot of us are doing. We wait until he wants to. You be waiting till never-ary. Like my mother would say, oh, you only wait until never-ary. You wait. That's what it is. And Mr. Right in quarantine, I believe so. Shit, a lot of these dudes in quarantine. A lot of these dudes, mom's the word. Mom's the word. I think of men as dessert. Be aware of where it gets you. You think of them as dessert? Men are awesome. We need men. Men need us. Men are awesome to me. I am worried about where we're going as a society, humanity in general, because technology has made it so that actually the testosterone levels of men are decreasing because of technology. What men used to do, a machine can do now. And men are getting soft because of it. And this is one of the reasons why so many of them have erectile dysfunction and sexual dysfunction to begin with. Their testosterone levels are not where it should be, and technology has a lot to do with it. Technology has replaced their usefulness. Men used to need to use their hands before. Men would build things. They would build things for you. They would create things for you. They'll get out and be in the backyard, hammering, nailing hammers and doing all kinds of stuff. Men don't have to do that no more. Men are sitting down, getting manicures and mani-pedis, and they do what women do. Very light work. Very light work. So this technology is reducing testosterone levels in men. And this is one of the reasons why we have now more than ever, to talk about femininity, who's not feminine, and we're not feminine enough, and we're not feminine. These men don't talk about the fact that they're not masculine. They're not as masculine as they used to be either. There's that part. So this is why they're having a hard time with femininity, because a lot of these dudes, they want to be just like you. They want to be like women. They want to be afforded the same luxuries and the same ability to sit down like women. Men want to be women. Okay? This is why we have this battle over who's not feminine and who not feminine enough, and black women ain't feminine this and that. And they're not talking about the fact that dude, when the last time you chopped some wood or you built something or you fixed something? Huh? When the last time? When I was coming up, if something was broken, my father was able to fix it. We didn't need to call no plumber. We didn't need to call no electrician. He built things. I watched my father build a bar. He built he put a whole bathroom, shower, sink, tub. I watched him draw the plans on the wall. I remember when I was like 6 years old, and my father sketched out the plan for the bathroom on the wall in the room itself. And I was just watching him like, what is this gonna be? And I watched the man tile the floor, put the tub in, grout the tiles on the floor, the sink. That I watched my father build it up from scratch. The patio that we had outside in our house in Queens, my father built that too. I watched him put the bricks down. I watched him pave the whole thing. He built it from scratch. Men don't do nothing like that no more. Men don't do nothing like that no more. You gotta call people. You gotta call people. Testosterone levels are real low. Real low. These dudes are scary. They scary now. Look at the Rona now. How many of these dudes like, I ain't going outside? He'd rather send you out than go out to the grocery. He ain't even gotta go out and kill nothing. All he gotta do is go to the grocery store, put something in the cart, and pay for it. And he's scared to do that. He ain't got to go in the back and chop wood. He ain't got to get no rifle and hunt nothing. And he still finds it to get up, get in his car, drive to the store, and get some groceries as an inconvenience. As an inconvenience. But women ain't feminine enough. Yo, we're a mess. We're a mess. We're not troubleshooting. We're not thinkers no more. Everybody just these dudes want stuff handed to them. And the only thing he can do, which is give money, he don't even want to give the money. You can't fix nothing. You can't build nothing. You don't create shit. And the only thing you can do is give money, and you don't even want to do that. A chick got to come with 50% or 90% of that. A mess. I'm 48, boyfriend from Belize, built 2 bookcases by hand. Your 48-year-old boyfriend from Belize built 2 bookcases by hand. Listen, when the last time you seen your man build something? If you get stuck on the side of the road now, the dude got to call AAA. He don't even know what. You pop the hood and he looking at you like, do you know what's wrong with it? Oh, if you don't, y'all don't know how much of a turnoff that is. A dude that like little things you can't figure out. That is so disgusting to me. Oh my God. So disgusting to me. And scary too. A dude that can figure stuff out. I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna give you everything. You gonna get it all. Cause you're a real man. We want real men. We want real men. We'll bring the men back. Complaining ass niggas. And these dudes complain about hoes that they fuck. How you complain about women who will give you sex? How are you doing that? A lot of these dudes got complaints. Like the dudes that for that post that one of y'all mentioned, where the girl was asking the guy to either pay her rent or she would leave the apartment and, you know, move in with him if that was an option. In that sense, listen, we're talking about the dudes that responded to that post were saying that women were sluts, women were immoral, whores, sluts. They can't commit to men. They don't deserve that kind of bailout. She should have gone to her parents, was what one of them said. And I was like, oh my God, this is terrible. This is how you talk about somebody that you with? Like a girlfriend is supposed to be something a little higher than just a friend. A girlfriend ain't a situationship, is it? Or is it? Is a girlfriend a situationship or not? Or not? If she has to go to her parents and she's fucking you, then what is the point of you? What is the point of you? But that's what they were saying. That's what they were saying. Yeah, they mean spirited. Of course they mean spirited. And I'm like, well, you guys talk about this one's a hoe and that one's a hoe, and you don't feel obligated to take care of nobody. So why don't you just, hire somebody for an hour, pay them $20 to get your nut off, and let that be that. Because there are women you can hire for an hour and she'll give you pleasure. You ain't got to wife her. You ain't got to think about her. You don't have to care about her feelings. You have to do none of that. There are women right now that will service you. There are women right now whose job is to service men who don't have no money, who have limited funds, and who do not want relationships, who do not want to be responsible for any woman. There are women who take care of that. There are women who take care of that. So why are you mad at a woman who has expectations of something higher than that if that ain't what you want to do? Why are you mad at them for wanting something more than you're willing to provide? I don't get that. Make it make sense to me. Go on and get you that little webcam subscription and jack off each other. Do that virtual jack off. There's a lot of dudes paying for porn right now. They're paying for, by the way, there are a lot of dudes right now, probably some of y'all's men, that are paying women for virtual sex right now. My whole correspondent told me that chicks are getting coinage for this goddamn pandemic right now. This pandemic, where these dudes ain't got nothing but time and they home, chicks are making virtual videos, virtual sex, and they getting a bag. They getting a bag right now. So I'm like, listen, you can pay this girl 10 cents a minute to $2 a minute, whatever her rate is. Get your nut and keep it moving. Keep it moving. There's a lot of that going on. Okay? You say you think it's 100, 150 an hour? Well, I was told it could be anywhere from $100 to $10,000, depending on how cute the hoe is. My whole correspondent told me that anywhere from 100, I guess if you shit raggedy and one labia hanging lower than the other, maybe if you have an ugly snatch, all you can get is $100. But if you have a pretty ass snatch, like that dolphin pussy that the dude said looked better than every other woman he fucked. If your pussy look like dolphin pussy, you can probably get $10,000. That's all. That's what I heard. That's what my whole correspondent told me. That's what I heard. And she said some of these old hoes too getting money too. Some of these old hoes, she said women 55 and stuff getting a bag out here too. I'm like, what? She said yes. So it ain't just young and cute. Some of these senior citizen long-term care snatch getting a coin out here too. That's how desperate these dudes are, I guess. Or how I shouldn't say desperate. Let me say adventurous. Let me say adventurous. Chicks is getting a bag out here. You say you slacking. You better get up on it. I forgot what site she told me. She told me the site too. I can't remember the damn name. But she said they pay by the day too. She gave me all the info. She said you get paid daily. You ain't got to wait on your money. None of that. None of that. So hoes is eating right now. Pandemic pussy is selling right now. Is it OnlyFans? How you know that, Lola? Lola, how you know that, girl? How you know, girl? Lola, did I know? Lola, what's going on, girl? Lola said it's OnlyFans. You too, simply see y'all Sunday school hoes. I told y'all. Look at y'all. Look at you. Y'all Sunday school hoes. You say you trying to register for it. Yo, I'm done with y'all. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to get y'all not to hoe, but y'all want to hoe. Y'all want to hoe. Y'all want to hoe. Oh my god. We selling pandemic pussy out here, y'all. Pandemic pussy selling. Lord have mercy. All over. OnlyFans is all over Twitter. Can you wear a mask? Big Mama, you want to be what you call it? Inconspicuous? You want to hide your face? You'll show your snatch if you just hide your face. I don't know. I don't know. That might be a thing now. You know, the damn face mask, since it's, pandemic. You could theme it out. You call it, Rona pussy, and put a face mask on you or something like that. Maybe. Maybe. I couldn't do webcam when my legs are open. They are still closed. Fans would be cheated. I'm just saying, chicks is getting a bag out here. All you do is watch out now. If you ain't giving your hoe, or should I say, if you're not giving your girlfriend any money, she might have to resort to showing her snatch and opening an account on OnlyFans. Because she's going to get her money anyway. So if it's not from you, if you're deciding that it's not going to be from you, just understand that the vagina that you've enjoyed exclusively will now be community property. I'm just saying. Because a girl going to eat. A girl going to eat. We got to eat. Men are spending like crazy during this pandemic. A bunch of women on Facebook and Twitter are showing how much they have made. Listen, I'm here. The numbers are up there. The numbers are up there. What you say? Just don't forget your iodine. Listen, if you're gonna be a real hoe, you gotta pack your first aid kit. If you're gonna be a hoe out here, you need to pack your first aid kit. How you just carrying baby wipes and lube? You need more than baby wipes and lube. You need stuff to stitch wounds. You need the iodine. You need salt. You need goddamn monostat 7. You need some garlic, in case you gotta, coconut water hose. You could probably use some garlic, garlic and onion. Do a little salve with, garlic and onion, a little suppository there. Then, maybe that'll kill the smell. You ain't gonna smell good, but at least you be organic. I'm just saying, you gotta have more than baby wipes in your bag. If you're gonna be a hoe, you gotta have your first aid kit. If you're gonna be a hoe, you gotta have your first aid kit. I'm just saying. Yeah, and a ventilator while you bullshitting, because Rona out here. Get your ventilator too. You need your breathing treatment. You need a face mask and a breathing treatment. Get you some lavender oil, some oregano oil. That oregano oil will kill what ails you. Oregano oil and eucalyptus oil. Get you that and help you with your breathing treatment. Right? Get you that. You can put a couple of drops on your baby wipes and do your little whole bath, right? That'll knock the stench out, and that'll take the top scent off. You smell like piss. The lavender with the baby wipes will knock that piss off real quick. In case you ain't around no faucet and no shower and you got to knock that piss off your crotch, go ahead and just sprinkle a little bit of that, and you get what you got to get. I'm just saying. Thank you, Cookie. I'm getting ready to get off of here too. Oh, Rosemary said carry dry ice too. Dry ice in case you get swelling. Carry a dry ice too, y'all. Get some icy hot. Get you some icy hot. You got to do a sis bath. God damn. You don't want no dick that you got to do a sis bath with. But I guess if you fucking 2 or 3 or 4 dudes, you might need a sis bath. Because your shit'll swell up like a damn platypus mouth. Your shit be looking like a platypus mouth at the end of the day. Fucking around with these dudes. The Rona whole bag need to be huge. Yeah, you need the Rona whole bag. Got to be a travel bag. You need a carry-on luggage. You can't put it in your purse. You need carry-on luggage for the Rona whole bag. I'm just saying. Prevent those vaginal hematomas. Oh, Lord have mercy. Yo. Y'all be careful. Let me say this before I go. Y'all wanna-be hoes, be careful, please. I know this is trying times. I know your damn ramen noodle stash is about gone and you need a coin. You need a coin out here. And I know Rona pussy selling. You get in the bag. But please, 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 because once the smoke clear and everybody going back to work and this whole thing is over with, some of y'all gonna have stuff that you can't wash off that they ain't made no vaccine for. Some of y'all gonna have stuff that they ain't made no vaccine for. So I'm just saying, be careful now. Be careful. If you can get a coin without needing any reason to put iodine on your snatch, then you winning. You winning. You winning. You winning. You winning. But y'all, I don't want to hear nothing about y'all had to go to Herpes Anonymous at the end of this shit. Don't call me like Selkis. I'm in a private group because I don't caught the Rona bug. That's all I'm saying. All right, y'all. So let me get on out of here. I got things to do. I'm gonna be late going into my living room because of y'all. I'm gonna be late for my living room. Y'all gonna have me for 2 hours. So I appreciate the donations. I appreciate the love and the follow and everything. Y'all subscribe. All my UGC girls, you subscribe to theuglygirlsclub.com. All my dark skin girls subscribe to IamADarkGirl.com. Right? Get on my art page, iloveherart.com, and order you up something that you like. From there, we got you covered. And just be safe. If you have any questions about anything, you need assistance in anything, please email me, info@theuglygirlsclub.com. Well, you can find me everywhere. I'm like everywhere. I'm on Facebook. I'm like everywhere. Okay, so there's that. Thank you, Christina. Thank you. I love all of y'all. I love all of y'all. My haters too. I love y'all all too. Just when you quoting me, just give me credit. Can I get artist credit? If you're gonna say anything verbatim, just say, my girl Selkis. My girl Selkis said, give me some hearts and love too. Give me some shine too. All right, y'all. All right. So be safe. Wash your hands. And just y'all, if you need a cock block, if you're about to do something that you know is wrong and you just need somebody to knock some sense into you, I need for you to email me. That's one of my specialties. I am the cock blocker. I can knock some sense into you because I know some of you about to buckle, some of you about to break your celibacy. It ain't no joke out here. And if you need to get slapped back into reality, let me know. Let me know. All right, I'm out. Peace.